This the book of Revelation 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for the number of a man, and his number is 666. Call Allah Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Demand to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully like men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth without sincerity, right, throughout the folk under the earth. Shalom to a few sisters, right, that's actually taking heed and getting orders for these last days. On the brother number one, coming at you something real quick, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, on the infamous, right, the major prophecy that's finna come to pass real soon, man. Lord willing, is this year, But I was just driving, and that's what inspired this, it's a quick lesson, And going to this lesson, right, as I was driving, you see what's on the sign, on the ground is a sign, and what stood out the most was the wood that's on the back of the sign, right? When you go inside this, the book of Revelation 13 and 16, right, when you go inside the Strongs, which I'm going to do again, it really points out this right here is going to be significant, right, real close to what, similar to what the MOTB is, man, right? How I'm gonna break it down, right? So, as you can see, looking at this sign, what use is it? And it's not my words right. It's not being effective, right? It's not effective. Why? Because it's not into what? It's not into the ground, It's not beneficial. That's the word. It's not beneficial, right? It don't have no benefit because why? It's not going to the ground. So I'm gonna grab the word benefit, just to have it, which I already had it queued up, right? It goes into, which one I had I had convenience, right? Utility, help, right? And what's the other one I had? Use, right? Use, service, right? So, I want to grab those words because why? Hey, with this being not into the ground, it is not being effective, right? It's not in good use, because if you put it into the ground, right, and you'll better see the sound or whatever it says, so correlating that to what the MO to the TV, right, the charagma, it's going to be a device, but how that device is going to work, it got to go inside you, that's how it's going to work. That's how it's going to be effective, and that's another, like I said, it's another way of showing that this the MOTV is the charagma, man. Because this right here, this wood has some correlation to what this breakdown is going into, right? So here we go. So going back to verse 16 again, it said, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive, right? Going back to the Greek word didomi, right? To extend, right? Be extending the arm, right? It says a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And this right here is going to be a worldwide event, right? Every nation will be presented, right? It's known as the hour of temptation, right? Which will come upon the whole world, right? But when you go into the word mark, right? Interlinear. It goes into, right, charagma. That's the device. That's the device itself, right? The small granular looking rice, right? So you go to the root word, goes into the what? Charax, the Greek word charax, right? And it goes into what? A palisade, pales between which earth, stones, trees, and timbers are heaped and packed together. Now let's go to the Strong's definition. It says to sharpen to a point, right? To sharpen to a point, right? Because this is going to be symbolic to what? The syringe, It says through the idea of it says scratching, to sharpen to a point through the idea of scratching, right? By implication, a palisade or a rampart. It says military mound for circumvallation and siege, right? Trench, right? And that if you got a trench, that means hey, you got to put it into the ground so you can, pretty much, help guard you. But that just out, set aside from that, right? It goes into what going into the earth, right? Palisade have to go into the earth, it has to pierce through, right? So that's the point. It got to pierce through so it can actually be beneficial, right? So people could actually ride by and see the sign and see what's on the sign, So it's like this time to come, right? You're gonna have to let these people, well, you're not supposed to, right? But Esau will have these sites set up to where they will have their volunteers, whatever, to stick that syringe inside your skin, just so that device to work, right? Because they have to work on someone, right? And what you already see in today's media with Elon Musk, he's already got his thing started off, right? And also, China said they ain't competition with it. You have people like in Sweden, they already started that. I want to say 2020, if I'm mistaken, But it was just something quick, right? Just to show you that this right here alone, right? When you look up Palisade, it's the same thing. It's the same type of wooden stick. It's sharpened to a point at the bottom. It'll be beneficial once it's dug into the earth. You better see what the sign says, right? And soon to come, Esau Edom will have to use that syringe that's real sharpened to a point that's holding charagma, right? And they're gonna penetrate through you, right? Penetrate through you, the syringe, just so that device can be effective on someone, man. So I'll close out with another scripture. I go to the book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2 verse 3, and I'll close out with that. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, right? And in this vision, right, the prophecy is going to speak. Is going to be made mandatory real soon. You won't be able to buy the trade unless you have it, right? There's what's in the talks, transhumanism, the CBDC infrastructure. All of these things are in the air for that, man. And the only way for it to work is you have to have that C-hip injected inside you for you to be a part of that, all of those gimmies that, Esau's coming with, man. But it said for the vision yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, right? Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come to pass, which will surely come, right? Because the Lord is not a hypocrite of his word, right? But I just brought that out, Lord willing was edifying, to the point, right? And I'm going to give out honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, Shah, by Hashem, Krakadas. Till next time, say Shalom.